Welcome back to the second assignment video, this time about partner analysis. It's all about finding stakeholders that you need. Guido, what have you done on your company about selling virtual coins for video games?
Correct, yes. I have to admit, I thought that this assignment was a bit harder to fill in than the last one. Yeah. Yes, because I'm not sure about the people who participate, but my business right now, I don't have that many partners to work with or to take into account.
Mm-hmm.
So the main partners that I have right now are the suppliers for the gold, for the virtual gold. So I buy the virtual gold from the suppliers and I sell it to the Dutch people that want to buy the gold.
Yeah.
So I have a few other partners. For example, the partner that goes under other, it's a gambling website that they have like an advertising collaborationship with me. So a lot of people that play RuneScape, they like gambling for some reason. So yeah, there's like a connection between people that want to gamble. I link them to their site, and people who still play RuneScape and they want to buy gold, they link them to my site.
Partner for you.
Yeah, so it's definitely a partner. It's not that big because it's also a small Dutch website that's completely, it doesn't really have a connection, I guess, but it works out. So, but one of the questions I also had, since I provide the gold for the video game RuneScape, but they're not really a partner in my partner analysis. Mm-hmm. So I was wondering, is RuneScape someone that I should put in my partner analysis, or is it just a stakeholder?
So why are they important for you? They provide the game?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly, yeah.
So they might... Well, how could they influence your business model then?
They could either ban the virtual gold selling. So they could tell my company, look, this isn't allowed. We don't want you to sell virtual gold, so please stop doing it. Yeah. That would be the end of my business model.
Yeah, those thunderstorms are already starting outside here. So
exactly, yes.
Yeah.
So
that would be bad.
Yeah, no, that would be very bad. And so they have a very big influence on my business model. Yeah. But they're not really a partner.
They're not a partner. No. So this is the distinction that we made in the video as well. Yeah. So they're a stakeholder. Mm-hmm. They might be affected by your business. They might block your business, make it impossible. Mm-hmm. But they're not a partner in the sense that they contribute to your business model.
Okay.
So I think for this partner analysis sheet, this should not be included. Mm-hmm. But if you take a broader look at the stakeholders that are relevant, then you better include them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Good. Hi, welcome to this video about the partner analysis. One example assignment done by Stefan about parking, of course.
About parking again.
Which is?
Which is an application which navigates you directly to a predicted parking space.
Good. So who are the partners?
Who are the partners?
Well, you see a lot of blocks.
You see a lot of blocks. Well, let's start with the very outer ring. It is an application, so we need...
An app.
An app. It's an app. So we need Apple and Google to give us the App Store, which is some form of a partnership, even though it's very asymmetrical because we need them and they have a million other apps around there.
Yeah, but you won't talk to them on a daily basis.
No, but we definitely
you do depend on them.
Yeah. So and they supply something to us. Mm-hmm. Then, as I discussed earlier, the parking transaction providers, we will need them in order to collaborate with them, so they're on the collaborator side. We want to work with them together to use their platform.
You want to integrate with their...
Yes, we want to use their services in our platform.
Okay.
And thus offer a one-stop shop, but we don't want to build everything from scratch.
No. So there are a lot of good parking apps out there. So
exactly. You want to link up. So you want to use those and then integrate them in your own service. So they're collaborators in that sense.
That's clear.
And then there is one very big partner, which is the municipality of Amsterdam. And they actually need to help us on a number of fronts, and we can help them on a large number of fronts. Firstly, they're listed as one of our investors because they gave us a grant for the application.
Okay.
A hypothetical grant, but they gave us a grant for the application.
That's the assumption. Yeah.
That's the assumption. Then they're also a supplier because they provide us with the data that we need in order to make the predictions. Yeah. And that is a core of our service. Yeah. So
without that, there's no service.
Exactly. Then they're also a collaborator because we wanted to use their parking watch so the people that actually look for false parkers, to check whether our assumptions were correct. So we just want some like significant errors in our. We want to check for significant errors in our application.
Yeah.
But we can also use our data to help them make more accurate prediction about where people park wrongly, to make more accurate predictions about where to check for parking. And that makes them a supplier, an investor, and a collaborator at the same time. How should we handle this?
Yeah, so what you've done now, you put in 3 blocks, 3 different areas of the circle, which is fine. I think the more important issue is that you are so dependent on them. In 3 roles, on a very critical side of the circles. So I think it also raises an issue, because you definitely need this partner on board. You're now still a startup, and you still have to get commitment. So this creates a big risk for your business model. So what is your plan B? That's a question that I would have. So if they don't come up with the ground or with the data or the collaboration, what can you still do?
A different municipality. Or find different sources of data for the supplier side, different form of investor, or a different form of checking the actual road and validating our input. Yeah,
so perhaps that could be a stress test on your business model. What if the municipality doesn't come along, and what could you still do then? I think also a nice idea would be to create a value network of this, as we taught in one of the previous MOOCs, that makes clear what are the value exchanges between partners, and there you can really make explicit what are the exchanges with the municipality exactly, and what does it mean.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for the presentation of this assignment. I hope it helps you to complete it. Good luck and enjoy.